Hey everyone, so again, lesson 2, level 7. This is the last choose your own adventure. I love C and D because they go so well together. In C, we combined two sounds together. In D, we're going to clip sounds so it plays between two, for example, two time intervals, which is what it would have been nice to use in the combined sound when I flipped the two sound files around. So again, I think it's going to be easier to do instead of me going through and coding it as we go, if I just explain how the code works. And so in the theater runner, these are my two arrays. I'm reading this retro beat wave file, and I'm going to store all of that in this double array called sound. And then I've got this create a clip, which is the method we're going to create in the next tab, that takes that sound file and will cut it off from 2 seconds to 5 seconds. So it's only going to play that chunk of time, 2 seconds in to 5 seconds in. Now, how do we do that? So the strategy is this. We're going to create an array that has just enough space in it to hold this 3 seconds of sound. It also depends on the number of things that are sampled each second. And it turns out that there are 44,100 samples done every second for this sound. And we're going to use that in the next tab. So in the sound editor, here is my method, the create clip. It takes the sound file of whatever it is you want, and then it takes a starting time and an ending time. And then we create two indices, a start index, which is my start time times 44,100, and my end time, which is also multiplied by 44,100. And that's because that's how many sounds are sampled each second. And then I'm creating an empty array called new sound. That array is only going to take doubles, and there's going to be just enough space in it to hold just that clip between 2 seconds and 5 seconds. So I'm taking the ending index and subtracting the starting index, and that will give me like a number in between. And then my index, I'm going to use that when I build my array, because I want to create a new array where I delete out all the stuff before 2 seconds. So as long as my start index is less than my end index, I'm going to create my new sound file starting with an index 0, and I want the first sound to be from the sound file at start index, which is that start index up here where I'm starting at. And then I increment my start index and I increment my index. So really all I'm doing is I'm taking that first sound, the first sound in this sound file, and making it an index 0 in my new sound file. And then I return my new sound. So let's see, I have no idea if this is going to work or not. Let's see what happens. Well, it worked before. Now, I wonder what that would have sounded like before I cut it off. So I wonder if we could actually play the sound, the original sound, to see what happens. So let me do the sound here, and I think everything else is going to be okay. So let's hear what the sound would have sounded like originally. So there are 82 seconds to this. And so that's what that new sound was. So the new sound went from 3 seconds to 5 seconds, or from 2 seconds to 5 seconds. All right. Play around with this. Have some fun with it. Be creative with it. All right. And we're still learning some important concepts in Java, but we're having a little fun with it as we go.